So it is 11 o'clock. Let's see here. I'm gonna move my camera up a little bit more so you all can get a better look. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. And this is day two of the celebration. I told you guys that I was going to actually be in the kitchen and I was going to show you all a couple of different things, okay? So you all are my first audience to ever see this and for me to physically be in my kitchen with you all. So I hope you enjoy. I'm glad that you're here. Of course, yesterday was faith. Today is all about food. And I've got some really exciting things to do with you all today. And then tomorrow will be all about fashion. Now, the time on tomorrow, I'm going to post in the evening so that everybody can come on and hop on live with me. I know many of you right now probably are either on a service online. I'm missing my service right now, but I can always watch the replay. And many of you are probably also relaxing or you're brunching, you're Sunday brunching, right? And so I'm excited to be with you all today. Look, let me tell y'all about this little bun situation. And I forgot my earrings. How about that? But when you're cooking, don't even matter, right? So first, let's talk a little bit about this apron that I have on. Yes, it does have my name on it, Shanté. In my pretty pink, it has pockets. And I'll be moving the camera, so you guys just stay with me. Lots of good pockets. I got this apron from Williams-Sonoma. Yes, Best, one of my favorite stores. Hi, whoever that is. Thank you for coming on. Good morning. And I told you guys that this is going to be 30 minutes today, but we are definitely going to go way over 30 minutes. So, just hang in there. Let's have a good time. So you all know I always like to start with some type of prayer. So Father, we thank you for this morning. We thank you for such a glorious Sunday morning. We thank you for an opportunity, Lord God, to serve you. We thank you for an opportunity, Lord God, to just sit with you, oh God, and to be your friend, because in your word you call us friend. So we honor you on this morning and we bless you, God. We're going to pray over this food, Lord God. We ask that you purge it, you cleanse it, and you purify it. In Jesus Christ's name we pray. Amen. Amen. So, all right. We are going to make something today that one of my best girlfriends gave me this recipe. She's always giving me recipes. And she laughs a lot because she doesn't cook. She says she doesn't cook like I cook. But she does love to be in the kitchen just as well. I don't know if she loves to be in the kitchen, but she likes to make food, right? So we're going to make something today known as like one meal in a pouch. And you guys will see me vacillate between the sink and the stove because I wash my hands a whole lot. Hey, Sharonda. Good morning. And I don't typically wear gloves unless I am doing something like seafood, that kind of thing. I am a hands-on person. That's how I learn. And I just, let me give a shout out to those who have truly influenced me in the kitchen. So some would say, Shanté, your mama must be can burn, right? Yeah, my mama can burn. Literally, no, I'm just joking. But my mom was not like a big cook. She wasn't that person, but my mom was so much more in other areas of my life. My dad actually was the cook. He was the one that cooked a lot. But my mom was probably one of the first people that allowed me to like get in the kitchen and do my thing. Making tuna fish. We joke all the time about how she would have to open up 2 cans of tuna fish, and I'll be eating one while I'm trying to make tuna salad. But my great granny Rose, who has passed away, she has so much to do with me being in the kitchen. My cousins will tell you, I hated getting dirty. I hated being outside in the sand, as we call it, Florida sand, in the dirt. And so she would let me stay in the house a lot of times when they would be out in the backyard or outside playing. And so I learned a whole lot from my great granny Rose. And I learned a tremendous amount from Miss Shepherd, who has also passed away, my mom's best friend. Shout out to the Shepherd family for being just so instrumental in my life. But she taught me so much in the kitchen. She was a big inspiration in the kitchen. So my dad, my great granny Rose, Miss Shepherd, another person who has since passed away, He left some things to me. Dr. Williams, he was a math professor at TSU. He gave me so much, just deposited a lot of things in me. And throughout the years, I learned a lot of recipes and a lot of things from different people. I learned to tweak things. I just have a heart. And the kitchen for me, and you guys may find this surprising, but the kitchen for me was always my place of worship. Yes. It was a place where I could sing. It was a place where I can shout. It was a place that I could just open up my window and just do my thing, right? Me and the Lord. And so the kitchen for me was that thing that just, it was, and now that I think about it, it probably was my great granny Rose's, it probably was her prayer closet too, because I promise she lived in the kitchen. So let's get into it. We're going to make some, I just call them little pouches, because you can put anything for the most part that you want to put in yours. So let's get started. I'm going to pull the camera a little bit closer so you all can see. And make sure we got some good lighting here. Pull the light just a little closer to us. So I first like to start off with, and y'all know I got my fan on behind me, right? Because I'm always hot. But we're going to start with, you know what? We're going to slow this down a little bit, because I want to make sure that I share certain things with you all, like where I get certain things from, certain items from. So this, ooh, don't tear nothing up, Tay. This spoon, they have these in a store here called Pop. What's the name of the store, y'all? Pop, where I get this stuff from? Pop Smart Pop, one of those. Nevertheless, but $2, right? And y'all see, $2 for these gold spoons. I was inspired by these spoons from Magnolia, the lady off of Chip and Joanna. Joanna uses gold spoons, so I was like, I gotta get me some gold spoons. I don't know how much hers cost, but these were $2 from, I think it's called Pop Smart. I can't think, I have to put the name in the link of the store for you guys. And then I have, of course, these, I love tongs. I think I got these from Belk, because they had the little gold and white. I thought that was really pretty, right? And I've had these for a while, but I don't really use them because they're white. So first and foremost, let's talk about our ingredients and the supplies that you're going to need for your pouches. Now, I use these foil. They're really thin. You can get a box of them from Sam's, wholesale, anywhere. Or you can just rip you some foil off, right? Because they're not real sturdy. They're kind of flimsy, so I use 2. Or, as I shared with a girlfriend of mine the other day, that foil is nice, but I need to use parchment paper for my pouch because I have very sensitive teeth. And she's like, well, you're not going to eat the foil? I was like, yeah, but that fork and the foil together, I don't know about all that. And if you're going to eat out of the pouch, clearly you probably want to be mindful of the aluminum foil and that kind of thing and temperatures and stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to have in our pouch today, I've got for you all, and I'm going to turn my camera a little bit here. I'm going to make this a little tighter so we don't wiggle as much. So we've got some potatoes, and it's just these little baby potatoes. These are the little gold Yukons. I love the way they taste. You can use a red potato. You can use pretty much anything you like. Got us some broccoli cut up, cleaned, yes. And I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about how you clean your fruits and vegetables in a second. And then we've got some chicken thighs that I have cut up. And as you can see, you're probably like, Shanté, you left some of that fat on there. Yes, I did. I left some of the fat. Typically, I don't use, like to leave the fat on there. Not for real. And then we've got some parsley. We're going to chop up at the end. We've got our seasonings. We've got some Tillamook. Yes, and I like this kind of cut cheese. Tillamook cheddar cheese, just regular cheddar cheese. And we've got our shallots. Yes. And for those of you that don't really know, like some people always tell us about things that they're using and they don't show us, right? Well, this is what the shallots look like. It's just a little baby purple onion. And sometimes you can get like 2 or 3 in a little bag. I love these. They're not as strong as regular onions are, but they are amazing to cook with. So that's my shallot that I chopped up. We've got some ranch dressing. Yes. Ranch and some paprika. We're going to use a little salt and a little pepper. So I am going to, well, let's see. I'm going to show you how to do it in a foil. Oh, and I forgot, you got to have some bacon. Listen, you better have you some bacon ready. Let's show y'all. Let me show y'all. And I got a funny story about bacon and bacon grease. Yeah, you want to cook you up some bacon because we're going to sprinkle this on the top at the end with that cheese. When you cook your bacon, listen, when you cook your bacon, do not throw away the bacon fat. That bacon grease, yes. Don't throw away the bacon grease. I have always kept my bacon grease because it gives so many things flavor. Now, I know a lot of people may not eat pork, but I love me some oink oink. There's not much that I don't eat. Not much, okay? When you finish cooking bacon, y'all hear me good. Whether you cook it in a pan or in a stone, I can't pick that up because it's too hot right now. Whether you cook it in a pan or a stone, don't throw that grease away. Get you a glass container. A glass container. Scrape that grease. Get you a spatula, a rubber spatula. Scrape that grease in there. Listen, can you hand me my little container that I use, please? Put your bacon grease, all that juiciness, all that goodness, even the bits, even sometimes a little burnt, little crackly looking pieces. Put it in a glass jar, seal it shut, right? A lot of us probably remember our granny or our grandmothers or our nanas had like a Crisco can on the stove or near the stove, right? Some people still do. And they have really fancy ones you can buy now. Really nice ones on Amazon. That's it. As you can see, I'm running a little low, right? Nothing's in here because I have used it. I use it to cook vegetables, all kinds of things. And as you all can see, let me open mine up for y'all. Ain't nothing up in there, right? So today, guess what? I need, and somebody might say, well, Shanté, do you wash that out? No, and no. Do not do that. There are some things in the kitchen, yes, cross-contamination is real, but there are some things that are tried and true for somebody that's a cook. I'm not a chef. I am a cook, and I am from the South, okay? That's how my great-grandma did it. Like people say, that's how my mama did it. That's how I'm going to do it. That's how the people that taught me how to cook do it or did it, and that's how I do it. But glass, and I leave it, keep it in the refrigerator. Maybe you don't want to sit it out because your temperature in your kitchen may be too warm, all right? So just put that bacon grease, keep it, don't throw that out. One of my girlfriends came over here and she was washing dishes for me. She poured that grease in the sink and threw that grease out. I was so hurt. My little feelings were so hurt. But nevertheless, all right, so, and I'm gonna try to do 2 in 1 for y'all. So I've got my pan and I'm gonna turn my camera. You guys may not see me right now because I want you to really focus in on what I'm doing. So I'm using this pan. You might say, well, Shanté, it don't look clean. What's going on with it? This is a stone. This is a Pampered Chef stone. And they call it a cookie bar. A bar. You see that? I'm shop. Listen, somebody gonna do something about these ads I'm giving them. But this is a stone. You can cook directly in it. You do not wash it with soap. This one over here, as you all can see what my bacon is in, that's a little baby bar pan, right? All right, back over here. So let's put our 2 pieces of foil here. I have heard different things about the shiny side versus the dull side. I don't know the difference, and it don't even matter in my mind. So as you can see, I'm going to place that down. I'm kind of just making a little segue here. The fan is blowing, y'all, so just be mindful that that's what's behind me. All right, so I'm making just a little insert. Just going to clean that out. And we'll go ahead and do the parchment one just as well. I'm going to make a big one out of that. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do, and some people will say spray. I don't like to use cooking spray. I'm not a big fan of that kind of stuff. So what you can do is take you a little butter, right? Take your little butter, and you can just kind of rub that in there. And we're going to use this butter in a second for a couple other things. But you can take that butter and just smash it, right? You can take your hands too if you feel comfortable doing that. I typically probably would. Or I would have had some butter that was super soft because once it sits out, you know, it does its thing. Now, I'm not going to use all that in here. I'm going to put a little bit of this in that parchment paper. Play with it. And leave that sitting right there. I'm going to take my potatoes. Literally. I already washed that. And I'm just taking a few. I cut up. I want to put a whole one in there. I was going to show y'all how to cut this, and I still will. But I cut up, I think, 4 and just put it in there, right? Let me show you something. You know, a little knife. As you're cutting up your potato. Typically, a person will say, just cut it in half. Well, you can cut it in half, just like that. I cut it that way. And then I'm going to cut it the long way. And you might say, well, Tay, why do you do that? I do that so that it cooks, the cook time on it. See how the pieces are a little bit thinner, right? The cook time on it is not as lengthy. All right. Then we're going to take a little bit of our broccoli. You can break it up in there if you want to, however you need to. Some people don't like to eat this piece. I love that piece of the broccoli. I used to didn't like to eat broccoli because it would be mushy when my mom would make it. And my daddy said, I know what to do for you to get you to eat it. He started buying me broccoli from the Chinese restaurant. Now, y'all see how the back here, how that butter is melting? Just because the heat is on in the oven, right? Now, once again, this is not TV, so y'all know I have to prepare one before while y'all on here. So just spread that out in that parchment paper. Just smear it out. And I know y'all like, well, did she wash that spoon? Yes, it was already clean. And I left the sticker on there for y'all. We still leave that there. We'll put a few of our potatoes in here. And you just put them, kind of center them a little bit, right? I'll make this a little longer. All right. Let's see that right there. Yeah. Some people don't like that part of the potato. It don't bother me. You can cut it off or leave it on there. It don't matter. All right. Let's put some broccoli in this one. And we're doing good on time, y'all. Yes, you like, Tay, you breaking it up with your hands? Yes, you got to get into this thing, honey. Get all up in there. I'm using all my stuff because I like all this. I'm just going to throw that big one in there. Oh, you got to have fun with what you're doing, too. Don't be so, strict with yourself. Now, I can be a little strict when it comes to me baking. Baking and cooking is two different things. Now, with my chicken, I'm not going to touch that with my hands. I am going to use my tongs for that. And slide this over a little bit. And y'all like, okay, let me bring the camera up for some of y'all that be talking about you don't have to clean your chicken. Jared Milton. Yeah, I'm bothering with you right now. I'm sure that science and different articles out there will tell you that you don't have to wash your chicken and you don't have to clean your chicken, that kind of thing, right? Yeah, negative. I use a little vinegar to clean my chicken. That part. All right. Then just put your little pieces in here. Put your little thighs. This is, like I said, these are chicken thighs. And I left a little fat so it can render some oil up in here, right? I'm going to leave that one in the back like vegetable. I'm not going to put any meat in that one. Put some more in this one. That's enough because I don't want it to be like too too big and get into it like you want. And we're going to take a little bit of salt and pepper. Now, this is the neatest little thing that I have here. It's a bamboo box, and it holds the salt and pepper for you. Can y'all see that? It has salt on one side and pepper. You can put whatever seasonings you want to in here, but I like to leave my salt and pepper in here. So, I'm not going to use that salt. I'm going to use the same salt in here. This is sea salt, pink Himalayan sea salt. Just a sprinkle, guys. Not a whole lot. You don't want folks having high blood pressure and that kind of thing. And I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper. Now, you can use, and let me say this, season to taste. And y'all probably like, well, hey, that wasn't enough salt and that wasn't enough pepper. Yeah, because we're going to put that ranch on here, right? Put a little bit of our shallots in there. If you have people that don't like onions, don't put a whole lot of these in there, right? If they don't eat that, then, you just, hey, do something else. You can, like I said, you can put anything in these little pouches. And we're going to pray that the ones that's in the oven come out perfectly, since this is my first rodeo with y'all. Oh, goodness. And I like the purple part. Some people don't, This what's up. All right, and so after you do that, we're going to put a little bit of our ranch. Now, somebody might say, well, Tay, how much ranch do I put in there? This is a half teaspoon. And I would say, I'm going to tell y'all to season to taste. Now, so you don't mess it up because I'm going to have to give y'all some exact measurements. I recognize that. We're going to do half a teaspoon, okay? We're going to do half a teaspoon. And if you look at it and you're like, well, that might not be enough, just, put a little more in there if you feel like that wasn't enough. Because listen, let me tell y'all something. And people can, listen, it's some misconceptions out here about this seasoning thing. Y'all got to look at my face for this one. And some people will say, white folks can't cook. And let me help y'all understand something. It ain't just about race and ethnicities and that kind of thing. Now, some of these myths might not quite be myths. They might just be stereotypes, right? There's a family that I'm very close to. It's the Hobby family, Drew Hobby, in Davenport, Florida. That's where they're from. When I tell y'all his grandmama could burn, y'all don't even understand. The lady cooked some fried chicken so good I almost wanted to cry one day, okay? So y'all need to quit saying, who can't cook, who can't cook. I know we do it. We say, that's bland, girl. Who made that? It's some black people that don't season either. So just be mindful of that when you talk about who can and who can't cook. Just thank God that it's a human that has a heart for cooking. It don't matter what color they are, okay? As long as they can cook, their kitchen clean, they wash their hands, they sanitize, that kind of thing, right? That's all you need to worry about. Because y'all eat at all kind of restaurants and y'all don't know who cooking back there. That part. Play with it. All right. So, bam. I forgot my other little thing. I'm using a little smoked paprika. Now, there is a difference. Some people will say, well, Tay, I thought paprika didn't have no flavor. That is not true. Yes, Sharonda, she said, I need a product endorsement. I do, because I be putting people on with these products and stuff. Folks call me and be like, Tay, I went and bought, Tay, I got, just because you mentioned it. So we just going to speak it into the existence that somebody's going to pick this stuff up, right? And pick me up and say, hey, Tay, keep talking about our products. So this smoked paprika. Smoked paprika has a flavor, right? You want to be mindful of when you purchase it and the date on the packaging, because sometimes it sits and it don't taste right. And it's nothing but sweet red pepper. Some of it's like, chili flavored. You'll find a smoky one. They have all different types of paprika. So this one that I'm using today is smoked paprika. I'm pretty sure I got it from Home Goods, somewhere like that. All right, so we're gonna put our smoked paprika on here, and y'all know I'm always sniffling, but don't play with me, because y'all know, anybody know me how clean I am. I don't know, I get nasally when I'm talking to y'all. Or something happen, I be sweating and get hot. I'm a little heavy on the heavy side. That's that I told somebody the other day, honey, I was fitting fine back in the day. Yeah, I used to work out all the time. I'm just fine right now, not just, we're gonna work on the fit. But you put a little paprika on there. And when we're talking about products, I just want to share something with y'all. So these spoons, listen, they are extraordinarily heavy. I got these spoons, and as you can see, there's a leveler on here. The reasoning why I purchased these spoons, these in particular, is because they were one of the few that I could find that had a 1/16 of a spoon, or 1/16 teaspoon, and 1/8 teaspoon. Now you can find the 1/8, but sometimes it's hard to find the 1/16 and in gold. I got these from Crate and Barrel, Amazon. I'm terrible about remembering where I bought stuff from. But I want to say I got these spoons. I think I ordered these spoons off of, Lord. Don't y'all make me lie. I'll tell y'all. They're excellent, though. And they're really, really heavy. And you see how the shape of them is slim. And it can go, like, I poured my things into little serving, little dishes for you. So you don't have to dip and keep going and cross-contaminating inside of your packaging. Right. You want to separate yourself when you're cooking. So if you don't do that, because a lot of people don't, and from time to time I don't, this will go slide right in. It'll slide in easily versus a round one. And I do have round ones that I use from time to time, but I like this one too. Okay. So we have officially created our put our stuff inside our packets. I'm gonna show y'all how to fold it. And there is no right or wrong way, so don't be hard on yourself, okay? Because I'm not gonna be hard on myself if I don't get it right. Oh, y'all know we forgot. Stop playing with it, people, Shanté. Y'all, we got to put some butter up in there. Listen, I can't remember what I used that for. cut that potato. We're going to rinse that off. As some folks say, rinse that off. Rinse it off. You're going to put some butter in there. Now, I would tell you to put 2 tablespoons. So that's like, you know, you get 8 in one stick. We already used like a half of one to butter and to put a little prime our pouches. I'm going to, you know, do a little. And I'm just dropping it in there. I'm not trying to be fancy. Just put that in there like that. All right. And put your some back there. I want to put some more vegetables, but I don't think I got no. I think I got some cabbage. So we're going to wait on this parchment paper one because I want to add more vegetables to that one. Put some cabbages, as they say, cabbage up in it. And you know what, when I said cabbages, did y'all know that the word shrimps with an S was real? I still can't say that, shrimp. Okay, so let's get back into this little pouch. All right, so like I said, don't be hard on yourself. Go easy, go easy. You're just gonna pull it together. Y'all see that? And just kind of fold it over like that. And I want to say like that so bad because I think about Tabitha Brown when I do this. It's too cute. I like her. And then at your ends, at your corners, you're going to try to make like a little triangle. Just bring it in. Make a little triangle, right? And fold it over. That's all you're going to do. And kind of tuck. And then on this side, you want to do the same thing. I'll make you a little triangle. Make you a little tent. And then just fold it over. Just like that. Ta-da! So now you got your cute little pouch, right? And the beautiful thing about this little pouch, you can eat right out of it. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that the pouches in the oven are done. If they are not done, we're gonna leave them in there because I'm going over here to do something else with y'all. I told y'all today will be longer than the 30 minutes. We're gonna be on here for probably about an hour or so. So I'm gonna back us up just a little bit. I'm gonna check the ones that I put in the oven. So y'all hang tight, all right? And I need this one a little down. Oh, this is another thing too, y'all. Y'all know I love Williams Sonoma. So I bought these. Look, listen. And somebody might say, well, that don't match your kitchen, Shanté. It's all right if it don't match. Because these was on clearance. That part. These are like amazing kitchen. Like, I mean, they sturdy. Good to keep on your, wipe your hands off, right? I have 2 or 3. You can put them underneath things when you're cooking. This one is kind of damp. That's why I was nervous about using it. Hey, Tawanya. I was nervous about using it in the oven. But it's all right. And then I ain't going to lie to y'all. Sometimes I just use whatever I can in dish towel. I'm just being real. Keeping it real. Not 100, but 1,000. So let's check on our little pouches in here. We're going to pull them out. And I put 2 in here. And like I said, if they're not done yet, we're going to put it back in the oven because ain't nobody eat no raw chicken. Let's see. Let's see if they ready, y'all. Seth, you want to be in the video? Hi, Seth. I don't know how to put you in the video. You got to put that thing back up there so I can see you and I can click on it. Okay, we doing something. We working with some changes. Clearly, I didn't put no paprika in this one because it ain't all that, you know. Let's get our little spoon we was using with the butter. All right, we doing something. Y'all see that? And that's that bacon back there. All right. So this is what we're going to do. And I'm probably doing too much. I'm doing this so that I can see if these potatoes are done. And they are. And our chicken is done. Listen, don't give nobody no raw chicken, y'all. Excuse me. I'm going to add a little paprika to the top of this one because I want a little color in this one. I must have forgot to put something in here. But that's okay. You just sprinkle a little more on there. That part right there. Because guess what else we getting ready to do? We're going to chop up. We're going to put a little cheese on there. Listen. Put some of that cheese. And don't be scared, y'all. And don't be buying no little baby bag of cheese. Put enough on there. There you go. And we're going to take our little parsley. And you can chop this up. I'm just going to sprinkle it on here. It ain't no, you know. Just sprinkle your little parsley. Pull and snatch. That's all you got to do. Grab and snatch. All right? Like y'all snatch our edges and stuff. Y'all see mine won't snatch that much. It's a little too curly, a little wavy, a little kinky. If you want to use this, you are welcome to. You can cut that up in there too. It's not going to hurt anything. And then y'all see, I told y'all about this bacon. And let me tell y'all something about bacon. I love bacon. I love bacon, okay? When you buy bacon, get you some good bacon. Some thick cut bacon or a decent bacon with some good flavor in it. You know, let's straighten up here. We're kind of crooked. Get a good bacon. So we're going to crumble this bacon up. And all I'm going to do, you could chop it up with a knife on a cutting board if you like. I'm not. I'm just going to take my hands and just, break it up in there. And put enough on there. Now, if a person don't like that, you ain't got to give them a whole lot. You can eat a little bit of it for yourself. And then we're going to put this back in the oven. Yes, I'm putting this is really just 2 pieces of bacon, y'all. So, let's put a little, we're going to put 2 strips up in there. This right here going to be fine. That's what I get for trying to eat a piece. Okay, let me rinse my hands off for y'all. That's good to me. Now, I didn't open up the other one. And that's okay. Because I'm going to sit this back in the oven open. And you can close it back if you want to for your guest. It's totally up to you. That cheese is already melting. But I'm going to put it back in here for a couple of seconds. Just a few. Well, let's check out the one in the parchment. Let's make sure. Because I just believe the parchment paper one is going to bless my soul. And broccoli. And like I said, y'all, you could put anything in these. Ooh. That parchment paper cooked that thing right. And let me show y'all what I'm talking about. The difference between the foil and the parchment paper is a world of difference. Come on. Y'all come on with me. That parchment paper one, it's got a little, you know what? Let's do this. Because y'all crooked. Or at least y'all look crooked. The parchment paper one's got a little bit more char. That's what I like. I like that. Tay like that. The one in the foil is a little juicier. Now, it could be because Seth said leave the bacon out. I know you don't eat pork, Seth. It could be because I put more chicken in there, or maybe there was more fat on those pieces of chicken. So that might be why. I don't know, but that's just my, I'm putting all this in here, y'all. Yep, all of that. All that cheese. That part. We're going to put us a little more parsley. Now, I'm not going to use this whole thing. I just take a little bit. A little sprig. And the parsley actually is going to give it a little different flavor. It is. It's going to, look it up. And when you drain your bacon, that's another thing, y'all. I use these tongs. That's going to help you get all that fat off that bacon. And if you don't like pork, you maybe want to use a turkey bacon. Or even a tofu bacon? I don't do tofu, but I know a lot of vegan people eat it. I just ain't that. That's not my ministry. I don't go to that church. I make myself laugh. All right. So, now this is what I'm going to do to this one. I'm going to do it like an Alice Springs chicken. I'm not going to crunch this bacon up, y'all. I'm going to just lay it in there. Just lay it right on top. Hey. Y'all want me to put all of it in there? Might as well, huh? Yes, Tay. As my granny would say, ooh, this going to be some, my nana would say, there's some good eating day. You doing something. And like I said, I'm going to leave them open so that cheese can melt a little bit, right? And you don't want to burn it. You just want it to have a little melt. Just a little melt. All right, so let's put these back in here for I'm going to set my timer. We're going to do maybe we'll say a minute and a half to let it kind of do something else. Math was never my good thing either, but I can count my money. I know how to do that. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to put these back in the oven for a minute and 30 seconds. God going to bless me with let me tell y'all something. He going to bless me with a house where I can have 4 ovens. 2 on this side and 2 on that side, and they both up top, and I'll have to bend my back over. How about that? All right, so 1.5 minutes. We'll come back over here to this. But in the meantime, between time, I want us to talk a little bit about charcuterie boards, right? So y'all walk with me. I'm going to get a paper towel here. And I see I'm a little, you know, a little shiny. Tay-Tay a little shiny on y'all. So let's walk. Walk with me. Walk with me. And we are going to go right here. Yes, y'all see all my goodness in my kitchen. Welcome to my home. Welcome to Tay's world. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And I'm going to have to make this a little bit shorter so that you all can see. Because I'm going to sit down and do this. I'm not going to stand up. All right. And I'm going to turn my light around. And so we can have some good lighting here. Oh, there we go. It's ready, y'all. Let me go over here to the oven and get this out. Gotta turn the timer off. Let's see, y'all still there. Don't you leave. Yes. Yes, sir. So I'm going to plate this. I'm going to bring it over to the table for y'all. So everybody can be on the same accord with me. I'm going to put it on this little plate here. I want to eat out of the one in the foil, because that's the one y'all making. So, hey. All right, I came back, y'all. And I have something special. I'm pull my chair up because I'm going to sit right here with y'all. Yes. I'm going to bring y'all a little closer to me. Okay. So what I purchased, because of COVID, my sensitive teeth, I found this really, really cute portable flatware set. Okay. Now you can order these online. These were made by designworksinc.com, but I actually got these from the Candle Pour. Is it the Candle Pour? Candle Bar. It's a candle place here in Nashville. Well, in Nashville, in Murfreesboro. And this fork set, inside of it, you can just slip it in your purse. You get a fork, a knife, and a spoon. I don't know, my spoon must be dirty. And you get some chopsticks, and they're sturdy, hard plastic. Something, a straw cleaner, and then they give you a gold reusable straw, a metal one, right? They also have these, I'm telling y'all, they're not as large as this one or as long. You can check the measurements out. Because of COVID, I encourage everybody to start using these. I've always kept plasticware in my purse. At the same time, when I use this one, I just feel better when I'm eating out in public and I can use this one. And I will tell you, Target has some for like $3.99 a set, but I'm telling you, go to Amazon, because I know for a fact that Amazon, they're a little less expensive. So, and I'm at home. I have real forks. Yes, I do, in my house. I just choose not to use them. I'm a plastic fork kind of person, like I said, because my teeth are really sensitive. Another great product that I want to share with you all, and I forgot one thing. Y'all hold on a minute. Y'all know I'm a woman with one camera, two hands. So I don't be hot. All right. So another product I wanted to share with y'all. I did get these, I think, these did come from Crate and Barrel. These are some other good cooking. I said I wasn't going to show these today, but I am, because I'm in my happy place, right? I told y'all we was having a birthday celebration. We're going to do some of this and some of that. I got something in store for y'all tomorrow, though. Day 3. We're still on day 2 of celebration. But these cups, and they are heavy with this wood handle. These are really, really nice. They're sturdy. It's 1 cup, half cup. I'm sure the other one's 3/4 and a 1/4 cup. So this is another good product. Crate and Barrel has some really, I would say substantial, but really nice quality. They're not as pricey as Williams Sonoma. Sur la Table, or sur la table, as most people would call it. They have some nice things just as well. They don't have as many products as Williams Sonoma. At least I haven't found that to be true. But they do have very similar things. So just kind of keep your eyes and ears open for that kind of stuff. So let's taste this situation we got right here, right now, before we get into these charcuterie boards. And like I told y'all, we're gonna be on here a little longer today, in 30 minutes, an hour or so, because I really want to take my time. And let's see. I hope this is good, y'all, because if it's not, my little feelings gonna be hurt. And I don't know. I want to get a little bit of. I'm gonna let y'all get into it with me. Yes, Nikki, you should. And you know what? I get the big boxes from Sam's and keep them in the house and everything. Yes, so let's get up into this, right? So I'm gonna get a little broccoli, a little cheese, a little bacon, and a little potato. Lord, we thank you for this food. I told y'all we had already prayed over it, purged, purified, and cleansed it. Let's see what we're working with. Let me tell y'all something about this little pouch. It's delicious. And because I like to eat and I like good food, and I get mad when I go places because I'm like, I could go home and make that better. This is delicious. And it's so quick and easy. It's not something you got to labor over. Listen. And that broccoli. You want a little chop? With that ranch. You don't want to leave it in there too long, because you don't want your stuff soggy. And the chicken, look, that chicken is done. Y'all see that? That part right there. I'm not going to sit here and eat this with y'all like this. I am not. We're supposed to be making a charcuterie board. For real, for real. That is hot. That is yummy. That is yummy. As the little kids say, that is yummy in my tummy. So something else that I want to talk to y'all about. Now you all see how for the kitchen stuff, I separate everything real cute and fancy, right? But for this charcuterie board, I did not do that. I've got a lot of ingredients here on this table, right? Got quite a few things here. And we're going to use all of them today. Every single thing, I'm going to tell y'all what they are. And we're going to talk about how you place them on your board. I got to put this fork down, because this is super good. This one I should have like Q&A, so y'all can ask me a question while I eat. Clearly, I'm hungry because I have not had breakfast, right? But that's okay. Lord have mercy. I'm going to take one more bite, y'all. I'm going to put this down. I'm going to eat it later, because I could sit here and talk to y'all and just eat all day. Yup. I'm going to get one more little bite. My staff. My staff. They talking about hand it over. Quit eating. That is delicious. Listen, Dr. Keisha, Yvette Chapman. That's not my water, is it? That shouldn't be on my table. Or I could just make a drink. So, oh y'all, that was good. All right, so let's get into these charcuterie boards. Now I have 3 types of boards here. As you can see, 3 different sizes. I've got the smaller one, right? And these are bamboo boards. Got like the medium size one, right? And then I've got this big one, this larger size one. This is the one we're gonna use today. I'm gonna work on this one. And I do want you all to be able to watch. So, and I'm gonna show you all of the different things that I am putting on here. If somebody can give me a glass of water, something to drink, I would appreciate it. A beverage. All right. So on the board, and I'm gonna try to turn this so you all can kind of see the board. And I guess y'all don't really have to see me per se, but I do want y'all to see this board. All right. And it's really pretty outside today. So we've got a clean slate here. I'm going to meet with my towels. Another towel. Another one of these Williams-Sonoma 30s. What you want to do is make sure your board is clear. Now you can use, I have a variety of things, you all. I have some cheese, some soft spreadable cheese, some Laughing Cow, and I also have some cream cheese. So I've got, oh, and I've got these snacking cheeses, these Goudas. These yummy from Aldi. All right. I have some fruit. I've got my grapes. Ooh, and that one's still a little wet. That's okay. I've got some watermelon that we're going to put on here. Yes, from Publix. Y'all know, Good and Faithful. And I do have some lemons. I'm a lemon person. Got some lemons here. And then we have some, I have some oranges as well. All right. Now, as far as sweets, I've got my favorite, Lorna Doones. Another one of my favorites, some macaroons. And I think I got these from Publix, out of the grocery store. Yes, Tawanya, Aldi, honey. Aldi is where it's at for all of us. And another one of my favorites, I know as a little girl, I used to love these, Fig Newtons. That's because my mommy used to eat them. And then kind of on the savory side, I have some tomato basil wheat thins, right? Got us some dried blueberries, some cranberries, some raw almonds, pecans, and roasted cashews. So we've got a variety of nuts here, right? And last but not least, something else I got from Aldi, because I do want you all to know more about these, are some preserves. Thank you. You give me a glass. We've got a strawberry mimosa, a peach Bellini, a raspberry rosé jelly, and a orange mimosa. And these you can serve right out of the jar on your platter, but I would suggest using little bowls and containers, right? So let's start with our cheeses. Now, I am going to use my Laughing Cow first. And like I told y'all, we're going to be on here a little longer today for my, it's my birthday. Y'all better spend some time with me. So we're going to open a Laughing Cow. And I probably should have prepped this, but that's okay. And you get a lot of these little cheeses in here. I know COVID is out, and we can do a little minis on one day. We can do like a mini personalized charcuterie cups, cones. You can do all kinds of stuff. But I like to go ahead and open mine up, all right? And I'm going to open them up. It's kind of, and these are so individualized. And you may want to use your gloves for something like this, because right now I feel like I need a pair of my gloves in my hand. I truly do. But we're not going to worry about that today. I'm just going to keep using my little situation here. I'm thirsty as that ever. And I'm going to drink me some sparkling ice. I love these. Any flavor will do for me. Any flavor. Get a little of that in there. Your girl thirsty. That food was so good, y'all. All right, so I would always tell my students in public speaking, don't use the word so, because it is what we call a vocalized pause. So I'm going to open up a couple more of these little Laughing Cows. And you wanting to create symmetry on your board, right? Let me turn this back so you all can watch. So you wanted to create symmetry. And somebody probably like, well, Tay, you should have made this in it too, but it's okay. Like I told y'all, you may want to use your gloves the next time. And you can use different cheeses, whatever cheeses you like. I know a lot of people are into this brie cheese. I do not like brie cheese. I'm not a fan of brie cheese. It's not my go-to for any reason. I don't eat it. So you got to find what works best for you. And you got to find what works best for you and your guest, right? And so then I told you all I had another cheese. I have these cheese snacks. Now I have these individualized. And we're going to do something with these. Like I said, we're going to create some symmetry here. Right? It's okay. I was going to use some, I'm opening these guys and I'm going to show y'all where to place them. And there is no rhyme or reason to your charcuterie board. Don't let these folks on the internet make you feel some kind of way about where you put your things on your board, right? It's totally, you just want to create symmetry so that things kind of line up a little bit more, a little bit better. I need my scissors for this one. Pop that over there. It's all right. And I do enjoy doing this. I like, come on now. This one act like it don't want to open. It's like old school. Yep, I just took my tooth and did that. Because I can't get this one open. You know, we're not going to worry about that one. I tell you what. We're not going to worry about it. And so I'm cutting these in half. And I'm going to place this one over here. I'm going to do it just like that. All right. Make sure they can turn them the same way. And I might want to take, as you can see the size of them, you may want to do something like that. All right. And then we're going to take our cream cheese. Now this is going to be interesting because the cream cheese, we're going to pour some jam on top. Yes, we are. And I'm only going to use half of it because we got another cheese. So I would tell you too, when you're using your cream cheese, you may want to cut at that 4 ounce right there. If you want to do two, if you want to do two jams or spreads, right? So, and some people would say, Shanté, the people charging to have classes to do this. That's okay. We on the big and brighter things, honey. We might even do a few classes. This one right here today, though, it's my birthday. So that's, and see, this is why I tell you why you may want to use your gloves, because you're going to constantly have to wipe your hands. Even with the gloves on, you have to rinse your gloves off and rinse your hands off, right? Because you can begin to see that you will have a mess. But if you want to get into it like you need to, you're going to have to put your hands in it. That's one thing my mom used to always say. She didn't like, she didn't like getting her hands messed up. And that was one of the reasons why she didn't cook a whole lot. Because she would always say, I don't want my hands in that mess like that. Thank you. She didn't want her hands messed up. And then we got another cheese here. Now, Shanté, come on, you know better. You know how to open that up. Quit playing. These little cutesy ones be kind of, listen, that part right there. We're just gonna cut that. I don't have time to play with this little soft spreadable here. I don't like the way that smell, but I guess that's how it's supposed to look. It's a Wednesday. Oh, I see why, because it's a Wednesday. It's got fruit in it. And I guess you got to peel all of that off. There we go. Yep. Got to get it up off of there. You see how easy this little play rind? There we go. We're going to sit her right in the middle. All right. And that one is a Wensleydale cheese. It's strawberry and Prosecco. Thank you. All right. So we have 4 different types of cheeses on here. We've got a Gouda, a smoked Gouda. We've got our Laughing Cow, which is just original, like a creamy cheese. We've got our actual cream cheese, and then we've got a Wensleydale cheese, right? Now, I'm not going to pour the jams on until the very last because I don't want it to ooze off into anything. So once you put your cheeses on, what I want you to focus on at this point is your fruit. So I've got some grapes here. Now, someone would say, well, do I have to pull the grapes off? You may not want to just pull them off, unless you're going to put them in some kind of like clear bowl and sit the bowl on the tray. What I would suggest to you is wash them, make sure they're kind of dry, let them air dry. I have this glass coriander. Coriander. I'm like, it's in my mind on seasonings. This glass colander. I got these from, I think Williams-Sonoma too, for like $9. So you're going to take your grapes, and I'm just pulling them apart like that. I'll show y'all how I want you to put them on here. Let me turn this back around so y'all can look at the tray. And I'm going to take myself out of this for you all. And once again, you're creating symmetry on your board, right? And you don't have to fill it all the way up. If you got to move something, feel free to do that. And you want to put enough on here so people can grab it, right? and try to find you some pieces. Like I'm sifting through my grapes now to see if I can find a piece that's going to give me the same look, so to speak, on the other side. Don't even worry about the little stems and stuff. If you do feel like that is something you don't want on there, you can very well cut that off with a pair of kitchen scissors. Kitchen scissors, y'all hear me? No, not them scissors y'all using for school supplies. Kitchen scissors. And I see right here that I don't like the way that one actually looks. So I'm going to add a little more to that side because it didn't look as full as this side. Right? And that's another one right there. I put that one so it can look just this full. And if you want to, you can always turn your stems inside so that you're not dealing with how that looks. And then people can just what? Grab the grapes. That's another way for you to hide the stems. You can invert, turn the fruit over, right? So you've got your cheese, you've got some grapes on here. Next, we're going to do a little watermelon. Now, this is probably one of my favorite fruits, watermelon and oranges. I could eat them all day long. What I would tell you all, can you hand me my little short knife, the little baby one that look like this? It's clean. It should be in the sink on the side. Short, stubby. The one smaller than this one. Thank you. Now, some people will say, well, Shanté, can I thank you? You do shapes in my watermelon. How should I work with this watermelon? And can y'all see that? Yep, I'm going to scooch y'all up just a little bit more. All right. So, yes, you can. You can cut shapes. However you feel this thing going to work for you. If you are trying to create a situation where people can grab and go, and because, like I said, we're not focusing right now on a charcuterie where it's like, a COVID friendly one. This is family friendly. Okay. Everybody wash their hands. Everybody know what's happening. You don't have to necessarily cut shapes, but what you do want to do with your watermelon is make sure that you are cutting like even pieces, right? So I'm taking this piece and I'm just chunking it up. And I'm cutting it straight out of here because all you're going to do, like I told you, you're not trying to be perfect with it. You're just going to place it on here. But once again, what are we creating? We're creating symmetry. And you're just going to just group it up. It don't have to be all that cute and pretty. It's going to be pretty anyway, just because you made it. And people are going to appreciate it. Now, don't be feeding people this rind. I know people say, well, my granddaddy pickled it. We're not pickling rind. And we're not eating that. Okay? Y'all remember that. So you see I went here on this side. Guess where I'm going next? Yep, you already know it, on this side. And I'm going to cut some more up. And I hope y'all are having a good Sunday. I thank you all for joining me today, too, for my birthday. Yes, Tay. Now, I put 4 on that side. I'm going to put 5 over here. It don't matter, right? Just lay it on there. And I can cut one more piece out of this one. And give me 5 pieces on this one. Since y'all like, well, Tay, why you? And you see how I'm paying attention to how I'm paying attention to how I'm situating them on here. You see the angle that I have these at? Let's move that one. There we go. Right? I don't know how I got 3 under the bottom. So now we've got our little watermelon and our grapes. So let's go to some of our, and we're going to move this out of the way right now. Let's go to some of our, thank you. That's trash. Let's get some of our sweets on here. So Lorna Doones, y'all see, this is one of my favorites. So let's put these on here. And like I said, you don't have to be perfect with this. Now, one thing about these Lorna Doones, look how they come in the pack. So you might want to be careful when you open them because they very well may be crunched up. If they're crunched up, you put them in a glass jar and use them to put on your ice cream. Because they are delicious. So someone would say, well, Shanté, where should I put them? It doesn't matter where you put them. Find a place. You can line them up right here. Put them wherever you want to. As long as we have what? Symmetry. You can put them wherever. Now, I am making sure my words, Lorna Doone, looks the same. I'm making sure And I may not use all of these because, like I said, this isn't a really big board, but it's a nice size board. And the art to the board, let me say this, is making sure you don't have any empty spaces, like no holes anywhere. Let's do our macaroons next. That wind is blowing. Okay. Let's do our macaroons next. That's fine. Leave that there. I'm hot. If I can get these open. And these are Delisa macaroons. I don't know how they taste, y'all, because this is my first time purchasing this brand. But as you can see, they have in this one box lemon, salted caramel, vanilla, raspberry, chocolate, and pistachio. Lemon, vanilla, and strawberry probably are my favorite. And I'm going to kind of keep a little, the color scheme here. So I'm going to use vanilla. Well, we can use whatever. I keep telling y'all, it's my birthday. Hey, Bess. You must be just coming from church. I should have wore your gift today. I'll wear it tomorrow. All right, so we've got our macaroons, and these are your favorites, Bess. Let's see, let's do the lemon. If I can get them out of here, y'all. This is a little test here, boy, trying to get these out without breaking them because they are so temperamental and they can crunch. Lord have mercy. You know what? Let me show y'all a little trick. That part. And you can see that one already kind of crunched up. You see how they crunched up? You got to be careful. If you're all about presentation, you want to be careful, right? So I'm going on this side. And I'm going to put these over here. And we're going to I'm going to just dump them all out. How about that? And then we don't have to worry about it. We can clean it up later. All right. So we got a lemon over there. I'm going to put a lemon right there. And I like color coordinating. So I'm going to put a strawberry one right there. There we go. And you can lean it up against that cheese. It's not going to hurt. And then put me a green one in there. A pistachio. Okay. So we got the same thing on this side. We're going to do strawberry. We're going to do lemon, strawberry, and what? Pistachio. Right? Get it a little close. Once again, remember what I told you? You're creating symmetry. Right? Yes, it's still edible. That's right. Beth says still edible. And then let's use a little bit of our fig Newtons because some people don't like all this sweet. The Lorna Doones are very sweet. The macaroons are very sweet. But the fig Newtons, they're not that sweet. Right? And you can just, listen, like I told y'all, you can sit them wherever you want to sit them. You can do them like stand them up if you want to. You can lay them down. Hello. I'm going to lay mine down. I'm going to lay them just like that. And I'm not putting it as close to that watermelon because I don't want it to be that wet. And you can move your little grapes over here. You can, like I said, y'all can move this stuff around. Now, don't be afraid to do that because, and make sure they kind of, they on here. There we go. Right? Okay. You got a little something. Now, you probably like, Shanté, that's a lot of stuff putting on this board. Yes, it is. And we're going to put it all in there. And I'm going to put these back in here. Somebody going to eat them. That part. All right. So let's see here. What do we have next? We've got all of our cheeses. We've got all of our cookies. You know what we don't have on here, y'all? And we're going to use it as a garnish. We're going to use our oranges as a garnish and our mint. What we don't have on here that you definitely are going to need are what? These wheat thins. You're going to need these. Because you got this cheese situation. And you need something to dip the cheese with. Right? Now, somebody might say, how you going to put them on there? Let me show y'all something real cute. I'm going to lay them out first. And this is what I'm going to do. Let me show y'all something. Oh, she's trying. See how that one cracked time it moved, that macaron? Don't worry about it. Just stick her back on there. She all right. She'll be fine. We're going to use, I think I want to use the strawberry mimosa, right? So let's use the strawberry mimosa jam. Let me give me one of those other gold spoons. And I got these jars of jam or jelly from Aldi. Again, from Aldi. You say that's a smorgasbord. Best, yes. So we're going to use, thank you. We're going to use the strawberry mimosa. I'm going to show y'all what I'm going to do with this. Y'all going to be like, for real, Tay Tay? Yes, for real. We're going to take this, and you want to kind of juice it up a little bit. Make sure it ain't, sticky. I mean, like, you want it to be able to jiggle. You want it to be fluid. Okay. You're going to take a spoon of it, and you see how that still congeal? You might have to take it out of here, pour it in a little bowl, and stir it up and mix it. So it's not, So you, like I said, you're not being perfect, but you do want the presentation. Listen, you want people to eat it. People eat with their eyes. Always remember that. People eat with their eyes. Give me just hand me the knife. Thank you. People eat with their eyes. So I'm going to very quickly take my little knife, and I'm going to stir this whole jar up because that part. Now, there's a bacon jam I showed y'all on my very first Saturdays with Shanté. Ooh, on that cream cheese, honey. It is the bomb. All right, back to this. So what we're going to do now, and as y'all can see, this got real fruit in it, right? As you can see, I'm just going to take that jam, look. Because some of you were worried about the imperfections in the cream cheese. I know you were. And you're just going to sprinkle it on there just like so. Just like that. You can do the other side. Or if you want to, you can put a different jam on this side. You can do a mint jelly. You can do, like I said, I have this bacon onion. It is so delicious. Oh my gosh. It's one of my favorites. You can put that on there. But what I'm going to do with these crackers, y'all excuse me, scratch my nose. You're going to take your little wheat thins. Let me show y'all something. And I know y'all can't see. My bad. Let me show you. Now all you're going to do, I hope y'all can see that. Back up so y'all can see even better. You're just going to take them and put them on the edge. Some people like to lay theirs in there. Because guess what's going to happen when people start eating it? They could just dip. They touch their cracker. That part right there. And they not touching what? Nothing else but that cracker that they eating. You can put them all the way around if you want to. I push that one all the way down in there. Right? And once again, what are we creating? Symmetry. So whatever I do on one side, I need to do what? On the other side. Okay? Oh, come on. And some of your stuff might move around. It's all right. Don't get upset. Just, put it back up there. Push something else over if you have to. It's okay. I promise you it is. And this is another reason why you want to have you some gloves. Now, see, I got, 5 crackers over there. I need one more on this side, right? But who would have ever known if I didn't say anything? Y'all wouldn't even pay no attention. So there is your symmetry. And you can push them down in there. Y'all see that? Hello, somebody. Hey! We're working with some changes now. On this side, just for the sake of time and for the sake of what we're doing today, I am going to put the same jam on this side, y'all, okay? So don't nobody be upset because we got 2 of the same thing. And it's okay if you put 2 of the same thing because we're going to do the same thing over here that we did over there, right? And if the jelly or something touches, let me say something to y'all. People don't mind. They really don't. They just want to eat. They want to eat and enjoy, right? And so we had 10 over there. We're going to do 10 over here. And we're going to do the same thing, y'all. Same thing. Same situation. And like I said, if you need to scoot something over, you can do that. Just scoot it out your way. It's all right. You ain't hurt nobody. And there you go. Okay. And we're going to put 5 on this side, right? Make sure I stick them in there. And as you all can see, I'm trying to get them in here. Not tearing up the charcuterie. As my girls on Bougie Black Girls who love Aldi say, the charcuterie, charcuterie board or something they call it. Oh, hilarious. All right. So there we go. And another thing about your fruit, if you all feel like your fruit is too juicy or like it's too wet, hey, Myla, Auntie Myla. Yes, almost birthday girl. One of the things about your fruit, if you want to, you can kind of damp some of the juice off of it so that you're not really worried about, oh, I don't want my cookies to get wet. I don't want something to be too damp. I don't want this to be too juicy, right? And last but not least, well, it's not last. We're going to put some nuts on here, y'all. I told y'all we got raw almonds. Yep. We're going to fill up all these spaces. Y'all going to be like, Shanté, there's too much stuff on this board. No, it's not. It's going to put them right in there. There you go. You don't want an empty space. Okay? Put some right in there. There we go. And then we're going to use some pecans. Now, with the nuts, you don't have to create that kind of like symmetry as far as the same type of nuts, just as long as you have nuts in similar spaces. And you can see on here, like, I have to go back down here for you all to see. Like, you literally have space on the edge. You got space over here in the corner. You got space right here between the grapes and the cheese. You got space right here. Wherever you can find a space, that's where you want to put something. Yeah, because folks, let me tell y'all, people gonna eat it regardless, and they're gonna love it. We're gonna put a few little nuts on the edge over here. We're gonna put some pecans over here. Y'all see them? Yup, right there. And if they go to falling off, just let them fall off. They falling in my lap and on the floor, and that's okay. Don't you pick them up and put them on there though. Talking about you ain't have no enough, and put the rest of them right there. You just lead them down there now. We talking about no 5-second rule. Oh, it just hit the floor for a second. Don't you do that. Yeah, folks, if somebody crunching on something, they talk about eating dirt. Oh, that's just a little crunch off the cracker. Dirt. Don't do that. Oh, boy. I crack myself up every day, all day. So now I'm going to put a few little cashews over here. I'm trying to find me another little corner, right? A little crevice where there might be some space. And you like, okay, well, Tay, it's falling on the cheese. It's okay. You filling up empty spaces. That's what you're doing, right? So we got nuts. And like I told you, you can move around. You can move stuff around, right? And so I got a few more little spaces on here, right? I've got some more little areas where I can add some additional items. And y'all are like, well, how much more can you possibly put on that board, Tay? Listen, I want to put some dried cranberries on here. Or dried blueberries. Add some color, right? So, and these are little, right? I got a little spot right here. I can put some in there. There we go, right? I got another little area over here. I can slide some right here on the edge. And like I said, if they fall off, it's okay. We falling off on the table, so we can put them back up there, right? And you can even, if you want to, like we covered that cheese, we're going to put some cransons. I like these. I ain't going to snack on y'all, but I'm going back to eat my little, put some cransons over here on the edge. Like I said, we're just filling up little spaces, right? And we want to make it as pretty as possible, too. As pretty as possible. Put a few over here on this edge. Y'all see me dropping it. And you probably will drop stuff. It's okay. And y'all like, Tay, why are you making it so full? Because you want people to have a variety. They want to be able to choose. And you want to be able to pair. Now, some people, of course, will pair their charcuterie boards with wine, right? They will pair it with a wine. And you can do that. Now, if you don't drink, get you some sparkling water, honey. Or just get you some water. You ain't got to do all that. And last but not least, we've got what left? The orange. Hey, Dr. Lee. Hey, Miss Carolyn is on here. Get you some fruit. Another little fruit. And your mint. Okay. Now, you all will see that some people use fresh flowers. That's your choice. That is your choice if you want to use fresh flowers. Thank you, Sharonda. If you don't want to use fresh flowers, I like to use herbs, right? Because we know that they're edible. They are edible, okay? So let's cut up our orange. I didn't bring my cutting board over here for y'all, but it's okay. And I'm just going to slice it. I'm just going to do some simple wedges, y'all. Simple wedges. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy. Well, y'all might say it's fancy. I don't think it is. And I'm going to show y'all something about how I cut this orange. Because one thing about an orange, you want to be able to eat it. Especially if it's a fresh piece of fruit. Some people, the way they slice their oranges, you can't eat it. You can't, you know. Let me show y'all something. So you see how I cut that? But when you take that apart, I'm gonna lay it down so I don't mess nothing up here. Look at that. And you can eat it right. Let me show y'all. That's a good orange. It's so sweet. I'm gonna do another piece for y'all. I'm just gonna eat this piece. See how easy that was? Y'all, I'm a mess. But that was easy to eat, thank you. Wasn't that good? And see, this why you can't fool with me. Because folks in the kitchen be eating and cross-contaminate. They be licking their fingers and stuff. Don't you do that. Get up and wash your hands, or have something that you can, use and keep wiping your hands off. Because folks watching. And COVID is real. Folks out here, listen. All right. So back to the tray. Let's put the oranges on here. Now, granted, something I didn't say to you all was, typically you want to, thank you for the sanitizer. Typically you want to, they're laughing at me. You want to prepare your board or your table wherever you're going to situate it at your event. You don't want to have to move it too much, because then all your stuff gonna fall off, right? So if this is where and of course I'm here just in my kitchen for you all today at my table. But if I were gonna do this for an event, somebody say, hey, Poopy. Milo. If I were gonna do this for an event, I would position my boards, I would position my table, I would put wherever I'm gonna be, and I would bring all of my things with me and create and do the board on site, right? So just be mindful of that. And some of you, I told you all that I'm going to start retailing these. It won't look like this. It's going to come with some instructions. And typically what I would do is have to package things and maybe use bowls on the tray or bowls on the board, so that certain things won't necessarily get wet or damp in transition from one location to the next location. All right. So I'm sitting the oranges here so they can I told y'all about the juice, right? I'm sitting them here so they can just juice, not be too juicy. So because I know I'm not going to move my board anymore, right? Because I'm on location with my things, I can take my oranges, listen, and situate them right here. Just like that, right? And because I got this little bridge here, hello, somebody. How are you going to do? And you might want to keep them in there in that same size. You might want to put like sizes together so people can just grab and go. And put one of them little wedges in the back. So, ooh, fell in my lap. Thank you, Jesus. Put one of these in the back so that if it needs to lean up against something, make sure your nuts don't fall off. But you can if it falls off, you just eat it. That's how my great-grandma would do. She just eat it if it fall off. But you can situate your oranges on here like this, right? And like I said, you can kind of dry them out just a little bit. Don't dry them out to the point where they ain't juicy no more and people not going to enjoy them, right? And somebody would say, well, Tay, do I put this little end piece on there? Y'all know what I'm going to tell y'all. No. Don't put that on there. All right. So last but not least, what we got left, y'all? We got our mint. And I'm so glad y'all stayed with me today. This is going to be a long replay for somebody. They're going to be like, Shanté, for real? Yes, I keep telling y'all, it's my birthday celebration. So we could be on here as long as I need us to be or want to be. So with your mint, you need to break it. Don't you put that big old stem on there. And you can use that and chop it down and boil it and make you some tea. Yes, you can. All right. Now, you see how this leaf just kind of fell off of here? And this one, it smells so wonderful. Oh, my God, it smells wonderful. You can take these off if you want to. Open them up. And you might want to take a damp cloth and rinse them and wipe them off. I don't know about you washing it, okay? And I'm going to show y'all something. You see how I just kind of put those two together in my hand? You could take a toothpick if you want to. Or you can just take something, just sticking them in there. right? Uh-oh, I'm doing it and ain't showing you. I'm just gonna take a little mint. And I'm gonna take some of this off of here and make me a few little pieces. You just for a little color, little, you know. And sticking it in there. You just want to add a little extra spruciness to it. A little. You know how when you get your car washed, my brother would always say stuff like, man, she got her toenails painted. What he was meaning by that was he put some Armor All on his tires of his car, right? So on your charcuterie board, you know, you want to paint her toenails a little bit. You want to give her a little extra flair. You know, you might want to put a little sparkle on her. That's what this does. Okay? Sprinkle a little sparkle on there. And you don't have to put it everywhere. You know, just in cute little places. Once again, know what I tell y'all. You want to what? Create some symmetry. All right. So we're going to put that little piece right there. And there you have it. You have a charcuterie board. We are all done. Yay! Happy birthday, Shanté. So we've got a beautiful charcuterie board with many treats and sweets and just lovely things. We've got oranges, we've got nuts, we've got different cheeses, Gouda, cream cheese, Wensleydale. We've got Laughing Cow, we've got macaroons, grapes, watermelon. We've got fig Newtons. We've got wheat thins. I mean, listen, we've got raw nuts for the person that doesn't like all the salt. We've got cashews, pecans. Hey, listen, we got it all. We got dried blueberries. We got cranberries. And we've got strawberry mimosa jelly. So, everybody, I want to turn around right here. I am so excited that you all decided to come back on with me today. I absolutely enjoyed having you all on. Hi, Miss Bettina, Dr. Robinson. Hi, Pamela, Dr. Fawcett. How are you all? Thank you for joining me today for part 2 or day 2 of my birthday celebration. And so, hey, Risa is on here. I'm going to call you. And so, this has been an exciting day 2 for my birthday. Yesterday was just absolutely lovely. After I got off of the Shanté, Saturdays with Shanté yesterday, I walked outside to my vehicle. Oil change. All the filters changed. My entire car, listen to me, y'all don't understand, was detailed. I'm talking about carpet shampoo, seat shampoo. They shampooed the roof of my car. Play with it. It looked like a brand new car, y'all. They even cleaned underneath the hood like everything was shiny. Like, this a brand new car, ain't it? Listen, I didn't want nobody to ride in my car. I was like, oh, y'all need to ride with me. This is a brand new car. I just had, yes, sis. I got in and I was like, y'all dump y'all feet off. Shake that dust off. I was so, listen, the car even cranked different or differently. Yes, I was riding like I was driving a Cadillac, honey. I was listening. You couldn't tell me nothing in my brand new Camry yesterday. Oh, and they waxed it. Listen, y'all, my windows ain't never been that clean since probably the first day I bought the car from the car dealership. Well, I was excited nonetheless, and they took me out to dinner for day 1. And then today, I don't know what my next surprise is, but I'm excited. So we had the pouches. You all were on here with me to make the pouches. And then we made us a charcuterie tray. Play with it. I told you all that I will be retailing these. I'm hoping to have everything up and running by the end of the week so people can start ordering them for the holidays. Yes, come through, Camry. And I'll have, like I said, as for those who order these in the area, hopefully, thank you, Rose. Hopefully in the area, people will begin to catch on to these charcuterie boards here in Rutherford County, Davidson County, Williamson County, surrounding area. And I will be able to retail these. And like I said, they'll come with instructions. Some people will want to purchase them. I'm going to offer them with boards, the bamboo boards. And I'm going to offer them inside of boxes, cute little boxes. So the charcuterie boards are on their way, so y'all stay tuned for that. And then on tomorrow, yes, y'all already know, it's going to be birthday number 3, and it is going to actually be my birthday. August 16th, I will turn 44. I was born at 10:16 a.m. Yes, in Bartow General, I don't know if it was General Hospital, but in Florida, in Polk County, Florida. Absolutely. So tomorrow's officially my birthday, and we're going to do fashion. I'm going to wait until tomorrow evening to come on because I was going to try to do something during my lunch. That probably won't work out quite like that because my work schedule is just always all over the place. And so to be fair to both my responsibilities, yes, I tell you, listen, I ain't gonna preach to y'all about being responsible with the blessings that God has given us. But I'm gonna come on tomorrow night, and I'm thinking I would like to come on tomorrow evening. Yes, what time, Bess? I'm thinking 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That gives people time to get home, kind of get comfortable, and get a little relaxed. And so we're gonna do fashion tomorrow evening. And I'm excited, to say the least. So, yay. And we definitely will have cake tomorrow, honey. Yes, we're going to have some good birthday cake. I'm thinking, and some people say, well, why you don't make your own cake, Tay? Honey, I can give me one of them nun bun cakes. I had me a carrot cake. Y'all know carrot cake is my favorite, right? I might have to go to J. Alexander's to get me some carrot cake. Because I got a piece from Publix, and my feelings were hurt. It was dry. I was like, for real? The devil is alive. I used to get carrot cake as a little girl for my birthday. It's my favorite cake in the world. That and probably hummingbird cake. And so, long story short, I'm just probably stay and go on Nun Bun Cakes and get me a bunt tomorrow. Yup, a buntini. You know it. Play with it. So I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Once again, you all, thank you so much for spending time with me, enjoying what I like to do, pouring my heart out. In the kitchen today for all things food with Saturdays with Shanté. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I love you all. If you have any questions, send me a direct message, put it on the replay or whatever. And I also will make sure that I put the ingredients and the instructions for the pouches, for the meal in one pouch, in the comment section after this is over. You all have an amazing day, and I love you. Thank you, Bess. Thank you, Myla. I love you all. Bye-bye.